It has been almost 2 years since we uploaded our last YouTube video, so I just want to say I am sorry we took such a huge break and just kind of abruptly disappeared, but a lot of you have been asking like, hey, can we at least see the final house tour? So that's what we're doing today. Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
After selling our house and traveling the country for years, we decided to build an RV home base to come back to.
Hi, I'm Goose. I'm Ashley.
Join us!
Hello. And welcome back to the Chicks Life, like 2 years later. So, even though we have some work still to be done, like, you know, finishing a deck and finishing the inside touches around the house, we wanted to show you what we've done because we know you have been asking and are interested to see how everything turned out. Atlas, come here.
Are you thirsty, baby?
She's like, you know what, I'm hungry and I'm thirsty now that you are rolling. So obviously we have a new dog. Well, we have Persephone, and then for Christmas, we got Atlas. She is our Harlequin Great Dane.
What's wrong? Are you sad? Are you sad?
She
You
has gone.
You spilled your food on the floor.
She's gone for this for like 3 minutes now.
Oh, poor baby. You're okay.
You'll get tired eventually. I know. You don't have your nice bed. You don't have your nice bed in the container anymore.
Now, why don't I just go ahead and give you the grand tour. So we'll walk in. It's obviously not the biggest house in the world, so you walk in and we have our kitchen. I love that I can have the girls working on their homework either at the kitchen table or at the coffee table, and I can just talk with them, or they can sit here and talk with me. It's been amazing. They'll sit there and we'll cook together. I have loved it.
Use the force. Ready?
Use the...
Set. Go. Whoa! How are you doing that? Whoa! 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 What are you doing? How are you doing that? How is it moving? Whoa! How did you do that?
I have also loved my gas range. I have always loved a gas range, so thinking about going from an RV where I had that and then coming here and possibly electric was like, oh, so I'm super excited that we were able, and by we, I mean my husband, thank you, honey, was able to accommodate the gas range for me.
Show him the fancy vent hood.
Oh yes, James likes it because he feels like he's a Jedi.
Oh, snap.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Gosh. I won't lie, this was not in the cards at the very beginning, but then when we went through IKEA, I saw it and I fell in love with it. And James, being the awesome guy that he is, was like, you know what, you just should get it. If that's what you love, you should do it. So, I got my little country sink, and I even have a dishwasher, which is so nice, because I won't lie, living in an RV and not having a dishwasher was always the pits. And now it's like, oh, dishwasher. Not that I don't hand wash my dishes. He like laughs at me. I still hand wash. But I have the option of putting dishes in the dishwasher. That is delightful. And then our dining table, some of you who have been with us from the beginning might recognize that this is what we've had since before Goose was born.
Yeah.
Hey, the girl. Hey. Hey, can you say what's up? No? We're busy with our phone?
So it's taken a few knocks and it looks like it, but we love it. And as of right now, we're not gonna change it. And then open concept comes into the living room. Lots of movie nights with the kids. In here, we'll move our coffee table over and bring out the beds and have movie nights like we used to. So they have been loving that. Our old couch, if you didn't notice, they all match and work well with it. Hi, sweetheart. Work well with everything. She wants to be on camera. She is a camera dog, apparently. So up where we live, we get 2+ feet of snow regularly. And so, of course, our power goes out. And while a Jenny is nice, it's not gonna be something that we're gonna run all the time. So this is our heater, and the girls love it in the mornings because Daddy normally is the one that will turn it on in the mornings, and that is where they'll get dressed on winter days.
It's a propane fireplace.
It's a propane fireplace. We love it. He popped it in something that we found and just kind of jimmy rigged it so that we could have something pretty but also functional.
Okay, ready? I'm on!
That didn't work too well.
Alright, hand it here, I want to try that.
For those wondering, it's a ductless propane fireplace, so it doesn't have to be vented outside, and it's just running from the same propane tank that is feeding our range over there. So that's what we did. In fact, you probably saw us. I'm pretty sure we had videos of us plumbing for that because we knew we wanted a propane fireplace for those power outage moments. So we do actually have ductless mini splits in all of the rooms that are both air and heat. So the fireplace is not our only source of heat, it's just it functions with or without power. But we absolutely love these mini splits. They do an amazing job at keeping the house both cool in the summer and warm in the winter, and they are super efficient. So we cannot recommend mini splits enough, and we have the Mr. Cool brand.
So then over here is like the best place of the entire house, I would have to say, because it is like our all-encompassing bar. It's got our breakfast, our coffee, the liquor, and definitely something that I was excited about when we started coming up with the house. We knew that we would have this like small random space, and I was just like, oh, please let me have a coffee bar. So here it is.
For those of you that have been with us for a while, you know that we had a Great Dane before named Apollo, and so we were missing, especially Maverick was missing Apollo, so we decided to get another Great Dane, and she is now, what, 8 months old? Mm-hmm. So she's still a puppy, but she's already like 110 pounds.
So this is the bathroom. We just did the palette wall. Let us know what you think. I'm not a fan of the red, unfortunately. So it might be something we have to change later. But, girls, but this is the bathroom in all of its tiny little house glory.
And for those of you wondering, it is the same layout as before. We didn't move the shower or anything, but actually there was no sink, and obviously we got a new toilet. The shower is the same exact shower, just new hardware, faucets and whatnot in there. But the layout is exactly the same because it was already there. Kinda.
Okay, so down the hall, have our where we've been. We do need to kind of update a little bit of it, but for the most part, it's there. So hopefully we'll be able to fill in every single state. So as you can tell, the girls are super into Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Goose has seen.
So is Mommy.
Ta-da! Goose has seen all of them. Maverick has seen the cartoon stuff.
The Lego ones.
The Lego, well, and the, there's a cartoon.
Camp Cretaceous.
Camp Cretaceous, thank you. So come on in. So the girls share a room. And yeah, kind of trying to maximize all the space that we have. So we have like our bookshelves, which Daddy has told me they don't need more books, which I feel is not a thing. I don't feel like you can have too many books, but that's just me.
Books, and there's more boxes of books. I know.
Shh, nuh-uh. So we just made the staircase. It used to be a ladder up to their loft.
What?
I know. So all of that will be stained this color over here, Goose's shelf of Harry Potter stuff. She loves Harry Potter. She loves Jurassic Park. I mean, she's a smart kid. Let's just call a spade a spade. If you followed us when we were in the trailer, you know that I didn't like to have anything in the trailer. James didn't like to have anything in the trailer that didn't have at least 2 uses, because otherwise it's just kind of a waste of space. So we're kind of bringing that into the house as well.
This may not seem like a lot of toys, and actually this really isn't between here, but up there,
There's
I can give you a quick peek. It's a little nasty, dirty right now. The girls haven't cleaned it in a while. So as you can see, they have this entire play area up here with lots of toys and things. But it's a great way for them to be able to have their toys out and play with them, but not have them on the floor down here because there's not a whole lot of floor space. We have taken a lot of our RV life tactics and applied them to tiny living. I mean, this isn't a big room and this isn't a big house. The main house itself is less than 900 square feet, but that's almost 3 times the size of the trailer. So we're living large.
So we got their little closet. Each of them has a side. Maverick has loved that she is able to showcase all of her loveys. I think we would get in trouble if we did not showcase Maverick's loveys because she is so excited that she doesn't have to shove them in the corner of a bed. Speaking of beds, I think you can tell which one is Maverick's and which one is Goose's. You're probably also wondering why they're not giving their own tour, and that is because Goose is out doing horse shows with Auntie Cece, and Maverick is getting special one-on-one time with Grammy and Pops. So hopefully we will be able to do something to show you the girls because they have grown so much and they are amazing. They are amazing girls. Like, I just think we should brag about our kids because they're pretty awesome.
But one of the cool things about this setup is they have this little kind of hangout area under here where actually sometimes the dogs hang out, or Maverick will go down there and read, or she'll sometimes just sleep on the floor.
And so she will make a bed on the floor so that she can snuggle Persephone.
Our map from our travels, you guys might remember that one as well, with all the pins to the places we've been, which is always super cool that we have that up and we want to keep adding more. In fact, Maverick is constantly saying, when are we going to go on our next adventure? When are we going to go whatever? So,
which we went to Silverwood, but apparently that's not an adventure because we've been there before.
I'm too fat! It won't go up!
So we also have our mudroom. We had talked about making this a second bathroom, or like an ensuite, but I feel like the mudroom was definitely the best choice because I've got my washer and dryer, which are brand new. I have never had a new washer and dryers though. Aren't they pretty? So the other nice thing about the mudroom is, like I said, we get 2+ feet of snow basically every year. I don't think we've had a year that we haven't as of yet, and we've been here for like, what, 3?
3 winters, yeah.
Letting the kids come in, take off all of the snow stuff, and keep that grossness in here has been amazing. Especially when they have friends over, so it's just a bunch of snow and mud and wetness. So it's been so nice. All right, and then last but not least, our bedroom. Yeah, it's pretty simple right now. As I said, we haven't quite finished. I haven't finished like all the decorating. I don't want to just buy something so that I can have stuff on the walls. I want to find something that is perfect for us. One of the newest additions that we have in the house is not having James in the closet anymore. Yay! We moved him out of the closet. It is no longer his office. It is now my storage. Well, it's like a walk-in closet. Ta-da! And a pantry storage. Ta-da! And it's amazing. So I have so much more room for activities. This is my garden area. There's a lot to be desired from it, but I'm pretty excited that I get to finally have the garden that I've wanted. So follow me. So this is actually a Mother's Day gift from James and Goose and Maverick one year. We have a makeshift drip system. We hopefully are going to be installing one here soon. But for now, this is what we have. I've got my mint, which actually isn't going to be staying here because, little known fact, if you let mint grow outside of the pot, it goes crazy. So it'll be out of here soon. But we do peppers, we do jalapenos. We have a bunch of tomatoes because Goose and Maverick are super into tomato soup in the fall. And then also they love a salsa that I make, so I like to stock up on the tomatoes. We have cabbage, we have butter lettuce, and we have cucumbers because Goose and James are obsessed with it. Well, me, not so much anymore. And then over here, we have our pumpkin, which I actually have one. And then one over there, which is one more than I had last year. Hoping to get a couple more, but...
Look at that guy hiding in there.
I know. He's getting big. I should cut this back. Move him a little. I had a few others, but the deer came and ate them. So luckily they have not eaten these. We'll see what happens. And then over here, we have like our orchard area that we're gonna be doing. We've got apple trees and then we've got cherry trees and whatnot. So we're pretty excited about that, but they're brand new. We won't get anything probably for a couple of years. And then on the other side of the garden, why don't you follow me and I will show you the fruit section. So I've got my strawberries, which are now completely done, I think for the season. At least for these ones, but they went crazy, which is awesome. And then my blueberries, which have not actually given me very many blueberries until this year, and the birds keep eating them, which is typical. That's what they do every year. But I'm excited that we're gonna have more than like 5 blueberries this year, so it's exciting. Normally I have my corn over here, but I didn't do it this year. I just didn't have time. So, no corn. But that's normally where my corn is, and I would like to expand it out this way so that I get more sun on all of the vegetables and everything that I want to grow. But again, farther down the road, I just kind of have to wait and bide my time. But yeah, this is my garden.
The last video we posted was our electrical inspection that we failed. So I am happy to say that not only have we passed that permitting process, but the entire home, start to finish, is now officially permitted and complete. So it is now zoned residential, which is so huge because not only is that a huge weight lifted off of our shoulders, but we have accrued a nice piece of equity on this property, which is amazing. Right now I am sitting on something that wasn't even here or really talked about in the videos. We have our giant wraparound deck, which is 12 feet by 30 feet approximately. And then on the other side of the house, it is 52 feet by 10 feet. So this deck is just as big as our house. But there is a downside. We haven't quite completed the decking. So if you look around the corner, it's still all just the framing of it. But now I have something really exciting to show you. That, if you guys remember right, was our storage container that we kept all of our stuff and junk and building materials in. And now it has been converted into an office, a bathroom, a full bath, a guest bedroom, and partial garage, all in that 40-foot high cube container. So let's go take a look. So it's a little claustrophobic with the camera in here, so you can't really get a nice wide shot because the container's only 8 feet wide. But this right here is my new office. I have both of my monitors here. So good for editing. I have cut multiple feature films on this over the past 2 years, which is why, I guess I should explain, one of the reasons we kind of went dark is you guys have known for years that my passion is always filmmaking. YouTube was a great start, or I guess side diversion to that, but feature film creation has always been my passion.
Action.
Boom! I've had the opportunity to not only shoot some films, but help out with editing and sound design, everything from start to finish on these multiple 5 films that I've done over the past couple of years with these guys. It has been a huge learning curve, but I am so thankful for it, which is actually going to lead me to a future topic, but enough about that right now. Here's my desk. Come on in. We have couch here for all of the people that come over for viewing the edits, so I can have a couple guys on here looking at the big screen TV and listening to it and giving notes and feedback and everything. All sorts of drawers and storage. Bunch of old cameras that some of you might even recognize. Some old vlogging cameras, 360 cameras, and this one. My very first camera I ever bought when I was in high school. Don't ever use it, but I'm never going to get rid of it.
The OG.
Airsoft guns, props, and whatnot. Can't go without this mini fridge stocked with energy drinks. And this is something I'm super proud of. We built this barn door out of scrap material, stained it, got it all put together, bought some hardware at Ashley's favorite store, Hobby Lobby. Which leads us to the second full bath of the house. Now, it's not as convenient as having a full bath in the actual house itself, but when I'm out here working, I then have access to it, or if there's an emergency inside and one of the girls needs to go right away, they can come out here. Or in the off case that someone destroyed the toilet, you can come out here for some fresh air.
Or, you know, guess.
or guests.
That too.
I'm really stoked about the way the shower turned out. We used galvanized roofing material for the surround. It is a jetted spa tub that I got for super screaming deal on Facebook Marketplace. And this awesome rain shower head. Love it in here. And then we move on from that to what is basically our storage slash guest room slash future home of Ashley's office, because this bed is actually a Haida bed, a Murphy bed that folds up, and then you have this whole room back here that Ashley can use for crafting or writing or whatever she decides to do. But right now, it's just kind of a storage catch-all, so it's kind of trashy looking. And then on the other side of that sheetrock right there is the garage. Let's go outside and take a look at that. Oh, and before we leave the container, I want to point out two things. Super cool DIY lights that I made from random piping material and Edison bulbs, as well as random raw wood that we had laying around. And then I bought some of this cool electrical rope, wired all these up. I love the DIY touch that it adds to the container. It kind of fits that industrial rustic vibe that I was going for. Well, let's go outside and take a look. So here is what we are lovingly calling the garage. In all reality, it's more like a shed or a little shop. But we've got all of our tools organized over here, all of our rakes and all that good stuff hanging on the walls, stuff that just has been laying around for years. We finally have it organized and in a place. All of our heavy machinery, our air compressor, our pressure washer, generator, paint sprayer, everything's got a place. This you can see is kind of weird right here. This is actually the current AC unit for the container, because I don't know if I mentioned it when I was in there, but the only heating or cooling we have installed was wall heaters, which is great because there's a wall heater in both rooms and they're on a thermostat, which is awesome, but we did not have, or we did not budget in the finances for a full ductless mini split like we did in the house, so there's no air conditioning. So this is actually just a portable AC unit that I then created some ducting, and it's ducted straight into the back bedroom. So when I want AC running during the summer, like right now, I just have to come into the little garage here, pop that on, and then it stays nice and cool. It's not the like fanciest thing in the world, but it works. Alright guys, obviously that was a really quick overview of the house tour, even though it was a 22-minute video. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. I do have so much footage over the past few years that I would love to do some more detailed videos of like the container build from start to finish, some just lifestyle vlogs of things we've done. Plus, next week I'm going to be putting up a video that I keep teasing, which you've probably already guessed by now, but I have written and I'm going to be directing my first feature film. I am so excited about it. I can't wait to bring you guys along for that journey. For those of you that have stuck around through the intermittent postings over the years, thank you so much. For those of you that have been there with us for now almost 10 years on YouTube, you guys are amazing. And as always, guys, don't forget, stay positive, get out there. Life is an adventure, so make some memories.